How are you? I'm fine. She said it 14 times today. Not once was it true. But nobody noticed, because she said it the way you say good morning, automatically, perfectly, and that is where this starts. She remembers everyone's birthday. She's the first to check in when someone goes quiet. She listens like she has nothing going on in her own life. People call her strong, dependable, the one who has it together. But here's the thing nobody sees. The person everyone goes to has no one to go to. Most people call this strength, independence, emotional maturity. But research calls it something else. And the difference matters, because one version heals you, and the other is slowly wearing you down, from the inside, while everyone admires the outside. Here's what psychology has found. Kids who grew up in homes where showing pain was risky, where crying was met with frustration, where being upset made someone else upset, where the safest move was to just handle it, learned something very specific. Don't show it. Not because they didn't feel, because showing it costs more than hiding it. And that math made perfect sense at the time. And over time, this became a skill. Not a conscious decision, a reflex. The moment something heavy arrives, a breakup, a failure, a loss, the system activates before you even notice. Smile. Say you're fine. Take care of someone else's problem. And the original pain, it gets filed away, not processed, not expressed, just stored. The skill is so good that after a while, even you start to believe the mask is your actual face. Meet Nina, the friend who always knows what to say, the colleague who handles pressure like it's nothing, the one who texts you first when you're going through something. Her phone is full of other people's crises. Her own? Nowhere. Not in texts, not in conversations, not even in her own journal. For years, Nina called this being strong. She thought she was protecting people. What she was actually doing was disappearing, one piece at a time, behind a version of herself that everyone loved, but no one actually knew. The shift didn't come from a breakdown. It came from a compliment. A friend said to her, "I love that nothing ever gets to you." And Nina smiled, because that's what she does. But on the drive home, she thought, everything gets to me. I just never let you see it, and for the first time, that felt less like strength and more like a sentence. Psychologist Dr. Margaret Rutherford spent 30 years studying people like Nina. She gave it a name, perfectly hidden depression. Not a formal diagnosis, a pattern. People who look highly functional on the outside, successful, helpful, put together, but who are quietly struggling underneath. The key word, perfectly. Because the hiding isn't sloppy, it's flawless. That's what makes it so hard to catch, even for the person doing it. They're not pretending to be okay, they've gotten so good at it. They've forgotten they're pretending. But here's what makes this complicated. Not all hiding is the same. Kind one, you choose not to share something and because this person isn't safe, or this isn't the right moment, or you genuinely need to process it alone first. That's healthy boundary, that's self-regulation, that protects you. Kind two, you can't share, not because you chose not to, but because the system won't let you. The reflex kicks in before the words form. I'm fine comes out before you even feel what's real. Same silence, same smile. Completely different wiring underneath, and only one of them is a choice. And the cost of the automatic kind? Dr. Rutherford found a pattern. People with this trait tend to experience higher rates of anxiety, physical exhaustion that doesn't match their activity level, a quiet sense of emptiness even when life looks full, and sometimes, the scariest part, suicidal thoughts, in people nobody would ever suspect, the ones you'd never think to check on, because the mask is that good. So here's a question worth sitting with. Think of someone who genuinely cares about you, someone you trust. Now ask honestly, do they know what you're actually carrying right now? Not the surface version, not I'm tired when you mean I'm drowning. The real thing. If the answer is no, the next question is that because they can't handle it? Or because you never tested whether they could? 4 months after that car ride, Nina tried something small. She was with a close friend. They were talking about something ordinary. And in the middle of it, Nina said, "Actually, I've been having a really hard time." She didn't plan it. The words just came before the reflex could stop them. Her friend didn't look shocked, didn't pull away, didn't try to fix it. She just said, "I know. I've been waiting for you to tell me." 2 people sitting across from each other for years, both carrying things, both waiting for the other to go first. Nina drove home and cried, not because it hurt, because for the first time in years, she didn't have to carry it alone. And that feeling? It wasn't weakness. It was the strange, specific relief of finally being known. The strength you built by hiding your pain, it's real. It got you through things that would have broken most people. It probably saved you at some point. But there is a version of strength that doesn't require disappearing. The ability to be seen, not fixed, not solved, just seen. You don't have to tear the mask off or tell everyone everything. You just have to find one person and test one assumption, that they can't handle you. Because most of the time, that conclusion was written a long time ago by someone who wasn't them. And the evidence? It was never actually checked. Save this, because the moment you put the mask back on, you'll forget it was ever off. Subscribe if you want psychology that doesn't just explain how the mind works, but why it sometimes works against you. Behind the behavior. Every behavior has a reason. Every silence has a story.